Dr. Ravi, sir, are you online? Ravi, sir, okay. So we can start.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
Shall we start, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sure, sir. Shall we start?
Yes.
A warm good evening to one and all present out here for the 8th Faculty Development Program on the topic India's G20 Presidency and the opportunities for internationalization of Indian higher education, conducted by St. Chavara Center for Teaching Excellence and Educational Innovations, St. Aloysius College, Elpura. Myself, Femi Moni, Faculty of PG Department of Commerce, St. Aloysius College, Elpura. Respected Principal, Dr. Chaku Josti, today's resource person, Dr. G. Ravi, Dr. Libison KB, our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Sindo Jacob, coordinator, St. Chavara Center, and all dear participants, a warm welcome to one and all. It's my immense pleasure to say that St. Chavara Center for Teaching Excellence and Educational Innovation is conducting 8th Faculty Development Program to bring up the young faculty members of higher education institutions and to know about the current scenarios. It's my pleasure to invite Dr. Chaku Josti, our dear principal, for the welcome address. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. So we will start right away. I think we have to start the recording of the session. The speaker of the day. Hope I am audible, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
The speaker of the day, Dr. Professor G. Ravi, Professor and former head, Department of Economics, Annamalai University, Tamil Nadu, and a very vibrant and active academician. The coordinator of IQAC of our college, Dr. Libison, the coordinator of St. Chavara Center, Dr. Sindo, other faculty members of the college. We are extremely happy that we are hosting the first meeting or first webinar of St. Chavara Center for Teaching Excellence and Educational Innovation for this academic year. The basic objective of St. Chavara Center is to orient young faculty members of higher education institutions into the methodology of higher education. We started this endeavor last academic year, and we are continuing it this academic year. Basically, we hold one meeting per month, and that's in the form of a webinar where we invite eminent resource persons to talk on topics of relevance to the academic community. Today, we have an eminent resource person, Professor Dr. G. Ravi, who is the former head of Department of Economics of Annamalai University. He will be introduced formally later, so I'm not going into that. But I have to tell you that he is a very vibrant academician, and he has taken initiative of forming groups of academicians who are interested in various topics of research, who are interested in conferences, and so on. So this is the sort of interest that we expect our academicians to have, and passion we expect our academicians to have for the subject that they are teaching. Today, Dr. Ravi will be speaking on a very relevant topic, which is India's G20 presidency and opportunities for internationalization of Indian higher education. As all of you know, India is holding the presidency of G20, and a number of events are being organized all over the country to for various deliberations. And as you know, this G20 presidency is an opportunity for India to showcase our educational achievements. And in fact, the position of India as a Vishwa Guru of higher education. And when we combine the G20 presidency and NEP 2020, it can do wonders for India's higher education. So to give a lecture on this topic, we have Dr. G. Ravi here. I'm extremely happy to extend a very warm welcome to Professor Dr. G. Ravi for this webinar. I extend you a very warm welcome, sir. Next, I would like to welcome all the faculty members who have joined from different parts of the globe. We can see that there are participants not only from other states of India, but other countries as well. We are extremely happy that such a wide audience is making use of the endeavor of the St. Chavara Center for Teaching Excellence and Educational Innovation under St. Aloysius College. So I extend a very warm welcome to all the participants of this webinar. I also extend a warm welcome to the faculty members and administrative staff of St. Aloysius College, the IQAC coordinator, Dr. Libison, the coordinator of St. Chavara Center, Dr. Sindo, Ms. Reshma, PS, who is assistant professor in the Department of Commerce, Ms. Jenny Davis, assistant professor in the PG Department of Commerce, Ms. Femi Moni, who is comparing this session. So I extend a very warm welcome to all of you to this session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the wonderful words. For introducing today's eminent resource person, Dr. G. Ravi, I would like to invite Ms. Reshma PS, Faculty of PG Department of Commerce, St. Aloysius College, Elpore. Over to you, ma'am.
Before Reshma starts, I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Rajendra Uppal, professor and principal, who is attending this session. And in fact, he will be the resource person for the next talk series of St. Chavara Center. Welcome to you, sir.
Okay, sir. Over to you, ma'am. Ms. Reshma PS.
Hey, good evening, one and all. It's a great pleasure for me to take an opportunity to introduce the resource person for the evening. He is none other than Dr. G. Ravi, Professor, former head of the Department of Economics, Annamalai University, Tamil Nadu. And our resource speaker is also an advisor of ongoing research project in UGC, SAP GRS Second. He has 28 years of great experience in teaching and research field. His areas of specialization are public economics, labor economics, and urban economics. He completed his postgraduate degree in MA from Presidency College, Chennai. Later on, he pursued his MPhil from Annamalai University. He has been awarded PhD degree in the year 2000 from Annamalai University for a topic entitled Poverty and Activity Diversification of Rural Household, a study in Kudalur district, Tamil Nadu, India. He has published more than 70 research papers in various journals, conferences, and seminar proceedings in national and international level, and published and edited 14 books, 7 DDE lessons materials. He has been provided guidance to 21 research scholars for PhD and 36 research scholars for MPhil program. Now 8 research students doing research under his guidance. He was awarded the Best Researcher Award in 2011 and the Senior Economist Award in 2014 for his excellence and diligence in the field of research. We are very happy and proud to have you, sir. A warm and heartfelt welcome to you, sir. Please.
Yes, I am hearing you.
Okay,
Sir,
sir.
please,
I think
sir. Welcome you, sir. Please.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sir, you can start now.
I can start. Very good. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this webinar, Faculty Development Program. Every year, conducting a faculty development program is a model for others. And the topic selected by the organizers is, I must congratulate for that, because the role of academicians is creating awareness about the present situation, present scenario, environment. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. Among the young and energetic colleagues, it is our duty, as a senior faculty member, it is our duty. The topic selected, already I mentioned, every month you are conducting a meeting. I salute you, sir, for that. I salute Professor Chaco Jos and the Saint Chavara Center for Teaching Excellence and Educational Innovation. So it is a wonderful program in the sense, I discussed with several academicians, but there is no awareness about this G20 presidency and opportunities for internationalization of Indian higher education. See, why this meeting? We already heard about G7, G8 meetings, and that is for developed countries, you can say like that. But this one is for emerging economies like India. And not only emerging economies, also for the countries. I mean, it is not only 20 countries, guest countries also involved here. The program G20 will create awareness among the countries, group of G20 member countries and invited guest countries. See how we can sell our product. Without a brand, we cannot sell any product. That is a market condition. In particular, for commerce, Digital India, if you want, for further information, you can refer 2018 World Development Report. I would like to share that I summarized all the 2018 report, and I can give 5 points. We are teaching for our students. We are creating awareness, our students and faculty members and research scholars. The purpose is they must learn the current scenario. If anyone spend time to attend this webinar, and after this webinar, they can be able to answer 15 to 20 UPSC civil service, Kerala service, state board, Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission, Kerala Public Service Commission. The minimum 15 to 20 questions, a commerce graduate, commerce postgraduate, or economics, whatever it is the subject, they can answer 15 to 20 objective type questions. So lot of materials available, but we must take into account which is relevant for us. What is the purpose of this G20 presidency? I mean, how we are going to utilize this opportunity. It's a very rare opportunity. Last year conducted by one country, this year by India, next year by Brazil. It goes on like that. There is no permanent secretariat office. So sell our education. We discussed several times why our students, our scholars are going, abroad, other countries. Here opportunity is available, not available for research purpose. Like that, brain drain, we are justifying. But now it is a turning point for us. Already we are selling. If you take Annamalai University, you can find students from several African countries. In our department, commerce, economics, if you take arts subject alone, you can find more than 200 students. For the past 10-15 years, this is a trend. We can attract more when it is possible. When we spread this news to other countries, other member countries, we can attract foreign students to St. Aloysius College, or whatever it is the college, whatever it is the university, we can attract foreign students. So this is the time to discuss about our weakness, our strength, not only our weakness, our strength, also the education group in Pune, they discussed, in Chennai IIT, they discussed, Bengaluru, Trivandrum, like that. It started last year, and 1 year time is given for us. Coming September 9th and 10th, final meeting, G20 presidency. Our Prime Minister is the chairperson. And so before September 9th, 10th, we must be ready to share our a summary of the education group meetings. The G20 presidency, India is chairing. On behalf of India, chairperson is our Prime Minister. We know our strength and weakness. In particular, higher education, if I want to continue in my job, or fresh, my colleagues, junior colleagues, or those who are willing to join in the teaching profession, must be aware of these 5 points. And number 1, language. Yesterday, one professor from Pondicherry asked me, first you must Indianize, then you can internationalize. See, from 1990, globalization started. You cannot stop it. I cannot. We cannot. We must join with the global. Other countries. We cannot isolate ourselves. That argument over. Now it is a time. We must. A global language, English. Then 3 language is a must for us. Mother tongue and Hindi, English. But if you learn more and more language, the self-confidence level will increase. So what I want to say is, first, we want to sell our product or our, output, whatever it is, the product, human being, including human being. First, language. Otherwise, we cannot sell it in the national or international market. So, number 1, proficiency in English. Then, mother tongue, no doubt. Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, whatever it is. Hindi. So, 3 language formula. I also discussed with the Professor Arunachalam the same point. We are discussing continuously, we are meeting and discussing in several places. So, that is number 1. Number 2, we know very well, digital India, you take whatever it is the transaction, without a computer education, computer knowledge, we cannot sell. We cannot, he or she cannot sell their labor or degree in the national or international market. So without a computer education, I will not be considered as an educated, even PhD holder, degree holder. I will not be considered. So what is wanted is, if I want to continue in my job, or if you want to join, those who are willing to join in teaching profession must learn computer. Otherwise, they will be considered as blind, whatever it is a degree. That is number 2. Then number 3, our invention becomes innovation. Schumpeter's innovation or Schumpeter's contribution is even 100% true even today. Without innovation, we cannot compete in the market. We cannot continue our business. We will be thrown out from the market. We will be kicked out. So if I want to become a successful entrepreneur, I must be an innovator. Every minute, every day, every month, every year, innovation plays a dominant role, and we must give due respect in the sense allocation or priority for invention. Invention becomes innovation. So innovation at 3rd place. Then number 4, creativity. Number 5, team spirit. Yes, Saint Chavara Center for Teaching Excellence and Educational Innovation is regularly every month conducting this FDP program. If anyone attends this FDP program, they will get the benefit, no doubt about this. If I shared 5 points, those 5 points, if we are strong in these 5 points, our students will get employment in any country. Our students can compete with any institution, whether it is a national or international. We need not worry about globalization or market economy, because this is the right time. In particular, commerce graduates must learn what are the new products, what are the innovations taking place. You take, for example, 2008 financial crisis. Before 2008, after 2008, we learned so many things. So many banks, in particular, such a developed country, USA collapsed. The basic reason is our fundamental is strong, their fundamental is weak. But everywhere we are talking about our fundamental is strong, and we are also weakening our system. But we must strengthen instead of strengthening, we are weakening. I will come to that point later. So after 2008, more demand for commerce, more demand for economics in the market, in particular international market, because without learning computer education, digital, of course, the member countries, G20 member countries, while visiting several places, one very interesting news they shared with the news in front of news media. That is, UPI is a very simple method, and people, those who are, most of the people are using UPI. We will also take into our country this simple, method, because it is easy. See, so take for example, now we are using this cell phone, conducting a webinar. 2 years we used this touch screen cell phone, and thanks to who invented this? Steve Jobs. Thanks to Steve Jobs, because of this cell, now we are exchanging our views, ideas from faraway places. It is possible. It is because of that type of innovation. And he is not a graduate. But he was invited by Oxford University to deliver a graduation day lecture for young graduates. See, the same university is going to implement the chat program, AI. They are going to use this AI, and 1:1 ratio, 1 student, 1 teacher. They are going to teach computer education and commerce, they are planning. And of course, they may start from this year onwards. That is innovation. So innovation is very fast. If I don't know how to operate computer, I am not fit to continue my job. If anyone wants to join in this new job, if without computer knowledge, computer education, they cannot. That is the need of the hour. That is the present scenario. If you read the 2018 WDR World Development Report, the same is now the entire world is witnessing. Yes, it is true. Otherwise, the 2 years now, our students, our faculty members, their sufferings, it is because of this innovation solved. Like the same energy crisis, energy problem. So we must find an alternate. What are all the problems? And the G20 member countries and guest countries, we invited countries, our neighboring countries, like that. So they discuss the problems. The fundamental, as already I mentioned, the fundamental is strong. I invited 3 Reserve Bank governors when I was heading the department, and they delivered a series of lectures in my department. See, why I am sharing this information, the 2008 financial crisis in USA, the fundamental in the sense, to borrow loan from a bank, here we have to meet so many conditions. The bank manager and other people will put the conditionalities, not one condition, like a World Bank, like other lending group of 10 countries like that. They will put conditions, IMF, all these. Like the same, in our bank, whether whatever it is a bank, we cannot apply and receive loan immediately. It will take time. It will take time in the sense, we have to fulfill the conditions, all the conditions, whatever it is a condition, this certificate, surety, it goes on like that. But there is no surety. Without surety, they borrowed huge money and purchased more and more houses. That was the problem. That is why I said our fundamental is strong. Our RBI is very strong. That is the reason we escaped from that 2008 financial crisis. But the same conditionalities, the strength, instead of strengthening, we are weakening. I will come to that. You know very well. I will come to that point at the last. So these 5 points I mentioned, and the innovation. Every country is giving either private or public or PPP. We must give priority or place for innovation, fund for innovation. If it is not possible in the sense, we cannot compete in the international market. We cannot sell our product or our education. We can sell our education. I mean, our education in the sense now, we can attract the foreign students when it is possible. Yes, quality education is available. Quality education in private sector, public sector available. No doubt they will come. Like our brain drain, our students are migrating from India to other countries, USA, UK, Australia, like that. Like the same, we can attract the students from the same countries as well as African countries. So this is the right time. This is the opportunity. That is why I said in the beginning, I must thank Professor Chaco Jose for selecting such a wonderful topic, because our role is creating awareness. But if you take, you can conduct one survey. Even academicians, there is no such information or awareness about this G20, why this meeting, what is the purpose of conducting meetings in several places, to discuss our problems, to overcome our problems, and to strengthen our education system. I will take into account only, I want to discuss only a higher education or education system, Indian education system. Where is the problem? The problem is we must allocate more for basic education. So without a basic education, we cannot, If you want to construct a strong building, like the same is applicable here also. In our education system, fundamental, basic education, basic science, basic degree, all must be international level. While giving a PhD degree only, we are taking into account whether it is Kerala University. I'm going to conduct one Viva next month. Whatever it is, so far conducted more than 400 Viva examinations. I am sharing happily this information with you. Why? The reason is, every time while writing the report, the thesis is I am recommending this thesis because all the international standards set by the authorities, this thesis also applicable, and we can. I am ready to give sanction, recommend for PhD degree. So we are quoting international standards. Now, international standards in the sense, while conducting any competition, while conducting any examination, you take for example as a civil service. Why some states are Delhi students, they are scoring more? What is the reason behind it? The selection. What type of books they are reading. While visiting Delhi, we were, myself and Dr. Ramagopal, invited to by the UGC to select major research projects. Yes, myself. At that time, while visiting Delhi, I came to know they are using what type of material. Then immediately I purchased all and shared with my students. See why I am sharing this information. Quality, when we are very strong, quality in the sense, updating our knowledge. All of a sudden, one student cannot read and appear for the examination. Every day, they must update. One very interesting point. So many, IT sector employees were sent out from their, dismissed from their job. The reason is, those who are not willing to update their knowledge, those who are not willing to learn new packages, only dismissed, only golden handshake. VRS, compelled to give voluntary retirement scheme. So what we must learn from this story, we must equip our skill. We must learn, we must update our knowledge. In particular, commerce students and faculty members must update our knowledge. And how we can update our knowledge? This FDP program is a best example for that. I will share one point with you. Then another one, resource person, or you take in Tamil Nadu it is a non-mudalvan, and in Kerala it is a kudumbasri. Like that, knowledge sharing, spreading, creating awareness only by the topic selected by the principal itself will create awareness. I shared this with the more than 1,000 persons. More than 1,000, yes. That conference alert itself consists of more than 770 members. So they all will think about this topic. Why India's what is the role of India? India is chairing this the G20 18th meeting, right? What is the reason? Why they are discussing in several places, several aspects. Take for example, climate change. So if you read today's newspaper, in Mexico, more than 100 people died due to heat stroke, heat wave. So immediately what we must think, in Chennai and almost all other places here, Tamil Nadu, 105, 110, it crossed even 113 one day. So without energy, without power, we cannot live. Even during daytime. But they are talking about fixing price, pricing policy. pricing for energy, daytime if you use energy, I mean, we must fix a time when we can operate our washing machine. Like that discussion is going on. So why I'm telling this G20, economic cooperation, economic issues, all will be discussed, and the commerce people and the economics people, their role is not just taking the list of problems, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like, no, usually if you convert all these 4 walls, we cannot write all our problems. Simultaneously, we must find a solution. See, MBA graduates, in MBA, what is the major difference between MBA and commerce economics? We are teaching. We are only teaching for all the students, right? Including medicine, agriculture, everywhere we are teaching. Without commerce economics, we cannot. They cannot. The point is, we are teaching, we are spreading knowledge, and simultaneously we must spread the issues, the major issue today, environmental problem, energy issue. Energy issue, what will be the solution? Planting more trees. God's own country, it's a model. Planting more and more trees, that is one. Solar energy, for using solar energy even for domestic purpose, whether we can give concession or not. If you give more concession, in Tanjavur, there is no switchboard because they need not pay any fee for electricity. It should not be like that, because the groundwater level is the condition of groundwater. I mean, they are using like anything, but it is a precious one, groundwater. If you take more and more groundwater, the rotation of the earth is meeting some problems. The recent studies, it's not my point, the recent studies, innovation shows if you use more groundwater, the rotation of the earth will meet some problem. Already is facing some problem. I don't want to threaten the those who are attending this meeting. I leave it to you. So innovation, through innovation, we can solve our problems. See, we can use computers for teaching. We can use the computers. Even in front of computers, if you discuss this problem, no, the AI will give solution for that. So negative also there. If we discuss issues in front of and the GPT chat system, no, it will give solution for us. That is that type of danger is also there. The innovation, but we must find an amicable solution for that. And without technology, we cannot live. But there are two sides, positive and negative. If negative is more, we must find a solution to reduce those points, right? So this G20, the opportunity is a vast one. Energy discussion is taking place. Environment discussion is taking place. IIT, they are discussing, right? But not all the places, but not all the academicians. Only St. Aloysius College, only Annamalai University. It should not be like that. Everyone must participate. We must bring, and without sharing this information. See, if you ask me today, what is money? This is not money. This is not money. Printed note is not money. Information is money. I am sharing information with you all, and that is money. It means what to produce, how to produce, when to produce. If you don't know that, potato, yesterday 15 rupees, today 100 rupees. What is the reason? There is a gap. knowledge gap. When to produce quantity, that quantity, we must collect information. In Bombay, we discussed the same point in our Agri College, Annamalai University, Agri College. We must produce a chart, a plan, like FDP program, every month one program. So you produce this much of a potato. If that information is not available, overproduction or scarcity, definitely that problem will arise. So for that purpose, information and using the information, right? So digital India in the sense, if you want to use a bank today, even for graduates, it is a risky job. Why it is a risky job? If they are not ready to update their knowledge, what type of products available, right? Even cell phone, no, we use a cell phone, but whether we are using 100%, we know 100% how to operate it. Hanging question. I leave it to you. You ask this question. See, Madras IIT prepared one questionnaire. 100 questions to test about my knowledge and climate change. I was not able to answer. I don't want to say I'm not able to answer. If I share that information, like Manmohan Singh, I may be criticized. Once about Dr. Manmohan Singh, when he was occupying that highest chair, he made one comment. I don't know about the share market. It is only commerce. Then severely he was criticized. As a prime minister, you can't say like that. Right, it is a story. The point is, commerce people, economics people must update their knowledge, because very fast change is taking place. I cannot read the book printed before every 5 years. See, if Indian economy book is available for 5 rupees, very big book. If I purchase that book, I am a foolish, because the data is reliable only for 5 years. That is also not true today, because very fast change is taking place. So data is also changing, and that is why every year we are updating our syllabus. No doubt. Do you think that that is enough? It is not enough. We have our knowledge center. We conducted one study with the knowledge center. We came to know every semester, PG 2 years, UG 3 years, when you go out, your syllabus, if you concentrate, if you study, that will help you, no doubt. But today, every 6 months, technology is changing. If you are not ready to update, if you are not ready to learn, it's a problem for you. I must share this information with you. So we must update our syllabus. We must update our knowledge. Then students will go with updated information. That is our role. You ask yourself. Then environmental changes, inclusive growth. When we can, inclusive growth is taking place, that discussion is also going on. It is a debate. Say, for example, if I want to distribute the cake to all the participants today, you count the heads and distribute the cake. Is it the right method? No. It is not the right method. It means through employment only I can give income, or through jobs. When you create job, income, a job opportunity, like security. right? That security you are giving. Then ultimately, finally, there will be food security. So food security, you take, for example, food security. Then producing growth must be equally distributed. That is called inclusive growth. Digital education, all must, I mean, there also you can, there is a possibility for a debate whether we can give cell phone, whether we can give cell phone like, I mean, it is a must. In some places, internet, a few countries, one study conducted by IIT students, if you give, I mean, if it is possible for you to give internet connection, 0.5% growth is possible. There is a link between growth and internet connectivity. See, without internet connection, it is not possible. Cell phone alone, if I give cell phone alone, and no one will touch that cell phone. Cell phone with internet. So the cost aspect also must be taken into account and reduce cost. When cost can be reduced? Yes, yes, sir. Yes, yes, please. Professor, any interaction?
No, sir, you can continue. You can continue.
Yes.
Somebody
So,
on mic.
of course, my methodology is, my method of teaching is interactive method. So, in the middle also, if you want to discuss, if you want to ask me, please stop. We can discuss and continue. So, I will come to that point. So, inclusive growth means the gross enrollment ratio. Gross enrollment ratio is, disturbed in the sense, came down after COVID-19. So we must take care of that also. We must take into account computer education, right? So inclusive growth, then only you can consider, income is distributed equally. So we must create employment opportunity. Immediately, you can ask me, if we mechanize, if automation 100%, like our while teaching for our mechanical engineering students, they asked, then we gave this answer. If we use more and more machines, we want operators to use that machine. So we need not worry about this type of mechanization or automation, right? Just to keep in mind this particular point. We are going to use that. So employment opportunity will not be disturbed, will not be reduced, and we are going to supply human labor, skilled labor to the international market. So we must prepare quality students, skill oriented student, language, yes, numbers. So that is called that type of, that is why I said at the beginning, that is the difference between MBA graduates and BCom. Their mindset, we must change our students' mindset. Yes, I want to become an entrepreneur. Yes, well and good. Now, lot of opportunities, lot of programs available, both in the national and international market. So if we prepare them, if we motivate them, we educate them, if we spread this information, we can send our students to other countries, and definitely they will bring more to our country, and we can attract foreign students to our country. Our educational institutions can sell our product in the national and international market. That is possible, and it depends upon the use of this G20, how we are spreading this information, this right information about our country, right? It is a country, unity in diversity. We have so many problems, but when it is India, we all must join hands together and we must bring, that will bring name and fame to our country. Easily we can sell. Even before G20, it is an opportunity. It is a very rare opportunity for developing countries join hands together and discussing their problems, finding solution for the existing problems and future problems. What will be the future problem? Unemployment problem because of this, right? See, teaching also 1:1, one computer, one chat GPT program, like that. Very fast changes are taking place. We also must change. We also must change in the sense our students, our faculty members, updating knowledge is a must. And proficiency in language is a must. See, if they learn more and more languages, the inferiority complex level will come down. And what is wrong in it? What is wrong in it? I discussed the same point with the Professor Arunachalam 2-3 days back. He also immediately accepted. He may be attending. My colleagues also, I invited all my colleagues. They may be attending. We discussed the same faculty, what you call faculty development program, the same we did in our department. And that is why immediately I accepted whatever it is a topic assigned, given, you select. Immediately he also selected the current topic. I salute Professor Chakodos, principal. You selected the wonderful, current topic, sir. Current topic. And definitely the selection itself, my lecture is only second part. Your selection, no, that itself will created awareness more than 1,000. It's a success formula. It is a success formula. Our final meeting is September 9th and 10th. September 9th and 10th is the final meeting. Before that, you must summarize all this. What are all the issues? Economic cooperation, and how we can utilize the opportunity available in the national and international market, and how to grasp that opportunity. Whether it is employment, yes, employment opportunity is flooded in the international market, and they are ready to give. They are ready to recruit with one condition. That condition is quality education. That continuous, even in Tamil Nadu, so many engineering colleges were closed last year and this year. You know the reason why? It is not because of a lack of jobs. It is because of a lack of skill. That is the reason behind it. Even a small needle, why we are importing from China. So use the startup. I met several commerce PhD researchers, in particular from Kerala, while attending the RAC meeting. They selected wonderful topics. I congratulate them. I salute them. The topic selected by them, no, because a PhD, we will take into account whether originality is there. Yes, 100% originality if you take topic like that. And in higher education, that is recently attended one meeting in a Nehru Arts and Science College, right? Kerala University program. Why I am sharing this information, if we update our system, our syllabus, our knowledge, our students, that skill problem will be totally solved. That is a major problem. That is why I am repeating again and again. That is number one. Then language. Then our energy problem. So we must give solution. The commerce people, commerce students must be thorough with the development which is taking place in banking activities. Right? So every day one new product is coming. They must be aware of the new products. because they are going to sell it in the national and international market. And that is why the topic selected by the principal sir is a most suitable topic for present day students as well as for faculty, fresh, those who want a job in teaching profession and banking sector. They must learn thoroughly about the new products. Every day one product is coming. But what is the demand from the consumer side? Whether we can sell it or not, that is second thing. We must, like this touches, we can conclude by 8 p.m. So I would like to stop here. I would like to spend some time to discuss about the G20. So far I discussed why G20, how we must equip to sell our commodity in the G20 meeting. G20, G20 countries, all other countries. So, sir, I want some interaction, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful talk on G20 presidency and its relevance in the current scenario. I damn sure that it was an informative session for all of us because you didn't stick on to one topic only, but you gave an insight on how to improve ourselves in the current scenario and also tells us why we should be up to date and the importance of commerce and economics. So it's the time for the interactions. If the participants have any queries, you may ask the resource person by unmuting your mic or put it in the chat box.
Sir, by the time we get questions from the participants,
Yes.
I would just like to share a concern with you. That is, in the NEP 2020, we say that we were in fact referring to GER, so gross enrollment ratio. So in the NEP 2020, we are saying that we should increase our GER considerably when we take the situation of many backward states. We should increase our GER considerably. But my concern is when you increase gross enrollment ratio, won't it affect the quality of our education? Because we have seen that there is always an inverse relationship between quantity and quality, whether it is education or anything else. So what's your take on that?
When I was the president of our Rotary Club, Chidambaram Midtown, I adopted my village, sir. It is near Annamalai University, 10 kilometers away from Annamalai University. I wanted to adopt my village because to help the villagers, in particular dropouts, school dropouts and college dropouts. So I visited I know about my village. I spent time with the dropout. Students, those who are not willing to continue their education. Small problem. One teacher criticized one student. She don't want to attend class. She wants to stop her 12th standard. Then I trained that student. I took some psychology professors. After that, the counseling, she wants to write privately, not joining school and writing. Now, recently she finished her engineering degree, and now she is working in an excellent company, sir. See, why gross enrollment ratio is decreasing, why it is not increasing, we must find the reason exact. If the very good doctor will first find out the symptoms of the disease. Before writing the prescription, blood test, like all the tests, if the test is wrong, test result is wrong, then the decision also will be wrong. So we must find the reason for that. And now, like lab experiment, we are also, arts people also can conduct tests in the lab, like tests, like science people, we can also. The Nobel Prize was awarded for that purpose only, right? How we can attract students? Say, for example, after 10th standard, more girl students don't want to continue their education because the 12th standard is school is from far away place. So free cycle system was introduced. Then the GER ratio was very high in rural regions, in particular rural regions. Like that, we must find the exact reason behind the dropout, and the GER ratio is low. Why it is like that? Automatically, we can solve this, sir. This is to my knowledge. Like that, we must find like MBA students only, no? MBA students, the teachers will give problems and they must find a solution. But for our other department students, no, we are working very hard and teaching our students. We must train our students. Like the same, we must find the reason for that, accurate reason for that.
Okay, thank you, sir. There are some questions in the chat box. We will read it out for you.
Yes, sir, please. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Sir, one question from Ms. Reshma PS. How can we inculcate inclusive education in our higher education institutions?
Higher education system, inclusive education. When I took, took over as a head of the department, I wanted to bring more PhD scholars. More PhD students joined from Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Why I am sharing this information, I wanted to test why students are not willing to join for PhD degree. Very interesting reason is students must be given the right place and opportunity. As a teacher, if I want to give very good education to my son and daughter, definitely I will do some work. I mean, I must come forward to take a risk. But in our country, the parents know it is not possible because mostly it is a first generation graduates. So how we can attract first generation graduates? In some places, special loan is given. In some states, it is a influence of population education. And I am not able to understand that one. If you read, I will understand. So for this question, now I am answering. How we can bring more from, rural region, more from inclusive. We must find the Nobel laureates, as already mentioned, like lab experiment. We can also conduct a lab experiment, right? Now it is a experimental economics. Now it is possible. For that purpose only, Nobel Prize was awarded 2 years back. Madam?
Okay, sir.
Where the dropout is more, the school education or college education or research degree. Please. I cannot give the same medicine for all. It will differ.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
It's for collegiate education.
Even central government interest, madam. If the parents are willing to send their sons and daughters to school, government will give the salary. In particular for people, those who are living in tribal regions in Tamil Nadu. The fourth plan, I think the fourth plan, indicative plan. Yes.
Okay, sir. There is one more question from Ms.
Yes,
Joba.
yes,
Will the extra skill developing sessions incorporated along with the regular sessions alone bring the required change? Can you please elaborate?
Not clear, madam. Please, sir, please make it clear, sir.
Will the extra skill developing sessions incorporated along with the regular sessions alone bring the required change?
Extra skill, extra?
Skill developing sessions.
Madam, skill development is the base. Without a skill, there are thousands and thousands of skills available. Driving, reading, right? Calculating, writing, speaking, fluency. But we must select the important skills. And I said in the beginning, 5 skills is very, very important. What are all the 5 skills? Number 1, language. Number 2, computer education. Skill. All skill only, madam. Learning a language is also a skill. It is not inborn, not inbuilt. Number 3, innovation. Number 4, creativity. Number 5, team spirit. If I am working in, St. Aloysius College, in the sense, I must come forward to take one topic and discuss India's G20 presidency and opportunities for internationalization of Indian higher education. So that is team spirit. Now you are attending. After college, you are attending this program. I congratulate. I salute all the participants. That is called team spirit. Like the same, my school, my college, my country, that is, team spirit is a very, very important thing. Yeah, finally, companies expect that type of a spirit. Yes, if we recruit, whether he or she, they are giving a priority for anomaly students, because I will tell you the reason for that. If we select anomalyans, they will not skip for other institutions because of more salary, right? They are giving that reason. So skill development is a must, no doubt about it, no second thought about it. Whether we to continue in the same job or for freshers to join new job.
Okay, thank you, sir. There is another query
Yes.
from Nigel Jacobi. How has G20 presidency helped the Indian economy?
How G20 presidency will help the Indian economy?
Yes, sir.
Very good question. The question itself I can give, is the answer. If you think like that, this FDP program is a successful one. If you are a very good question, if you ask a very good question, you can become a very good researcher. Now you ask that type of question. How we are going to utilize the G20 presidency? We invited several countries, not only G20 countries, we also invited guest countries. So more than 80 delegates, representatives from 80 countries, heads from 20 countries, all will participate in that. And where negotiation, dialogue method, dialogue means nothing but discourse, continuously discussing about the selling, buying, bargaining, all will take place. This type of discourse, this type of friendship, first we must make them friends. Definitely, they will cooperate with us. They will invest. When they will invest in your country, the Japanese will purchase, not asking about the product, asking about the country. Whether this country, like the same, whether we can recruit from India. Yes, skill, very good. Otherwise, if you are not willing to give that type of visas, I will shift my Google to India. That statement was made by him. It is because of that skill only, right? So how, whether it is a selling product, commodity, or our labor in the national or international, as I mentioned, market, it depends upon our approach. And that is why, gentlemen, once one person asked, one faculty member asked IIT Professor Ambirajan, he gave exact reply, one-line reply. I would like to repeat the reply. Gentlemen, you are your textbook. The question is, sir, we have only minimum books. How we teach this subject to micro or macroeconomics to students, in particular microeconomics? he gave that sharp reply, gentlemen, you are your textbook. It means you learn from the real world, you learn from the market. That is market. Market will teach us. Market will teach us. It is like a learning computer. If you spend more time with the computer, computer will teach you. Right? As an economist, we must create awareness about this country is coming. We can, if we make a friendship with them, if we start, production. Now, after the visit, foreign visit, so many companies are willing to invest in India, and the startup it's giving very good opportunity for young graduates, fresh graduates. But for that only we must incorporate all these in our syllabus, and right, our students,
yes,
they are a product. Their thesis is not a product. Their PhD, MPhil, MA thesis is not a product. They are the product. And that product must be very strong, not thesis. Not, yes, very good. That's enough. I think so.
Okay, fine. There is another question from Ridindra Narayanan Das. That is, how does G20 influence the population education? How does G20 influence the population education?
Population education.
Yes, right, sir. The influence of G20 on on population education.
Population education means you are asking about the overpopulation, or
I think, sir, there is a lack of clarity in that question. We will skip that question. Femi,
very good.
Any other question?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Sir. There is another question from Dr. Anju Elsa Tom. That is, why some states are opposing new education policy 2020? Why some states are opposing new education policy 2020?
New education policy is not giving priority for regional language, but now the central government changed its views and policies, because it is only trial and error method. If we give, raise our voice, we can, make this type of changes. Now, frequently they are telling you teach Tamil. We are here to help make books in Tamil, like that. So center is extending its helping hand, no doubt about it. So Malayalam must be given priority, even for research purpose, not only for UG students, not only for PG students, even including research. Mother tongue is always good. So that was accepted by the center, and 3-language formula. In the beginning, I said no. Professor Arunachalam, Emeritus Professor Arunachalam, Cochin University of Science and Technology, we discussed the same point, and the central government is ready to give opportunity. Prior place, first place is for mother tongue. But we must think one point, madam. In the context of globalization, from 90 onwards, we are otherwise we will be isolated. We must learn English, no doubt about it. No doubt. So if you learn more language, your confidence level will increase, your inferiority complex will decrease. Number one. That is number one. Number two, why some states are not willing to cooperate with the new education policy? The criticism is vocational education. Vocational education in the sense, before they joining degree course or PG course, they must think about the vocational education. There the problem, because it may take into the previous history. If my family is a carpenter family, my father is a carpenter, I also must be a carpenter. Like that type of criticism. But it is not so. if the student wants to continue, he can continue, he can study more. If he want to continue his research studies, in the sense, opportunities available for that also. But those who are not willing to continue, in the sense, they can go for vocational type of education. Opportunities available now. That is a point. That there the debate is going on. But we can discuss. We can discuss, then we can accept. But we can formulate our own policy. We did not accept whatever it is the policy or the new education system given by the center. We need not. We can study. Now the type of study is going on, and what are all the points mentioned by that study team is implemented in Tamil Nadu, madam. Wherever it is not a dialogue method, we can discuss and we can change which is suitable for us. We can do it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for answering all the queries of our participants, and also thank you, dear participants, for the valuable questions and the active participation. I kindly request all the participants to switch on your camera to take the group photo. All the participants are requested to switch on the camera to take a group photo.
Very good.
Please. Thank you all. And let's move on to the official vote of thanks. For proposing vote of thanks, I would like to invite Ms. Jenny Davis, Faculty of PG Department of Commerce, St. Aloysius College, Elthuru. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, all. On behalf of St. Aloysius College, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for the successful completion of our faculty development program. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to our esteemed management and administrators for their unwavering support in organizing this program. I would also like to thank our dear principal, Dr. Chaco Jospi, for the enthusiastic support in this program. Thank you, sir. And now I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to our distinguished resource person, Dr. G. Ravi, Professor and HOD of Economics Department, Annamalai University, Tamil Nadu. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable information. We noted the points like the learning of different languages and the importance of using IT in education, quality education, etc. Thank you, sir. I would also like to acknowledge the organizing committee, Dr. Sindo Jacob, the coordinator of St. Chavara Center for Teaching Excellence and Educational Innovation, Dr. Libison KB, IQSC coordinator, and the support staff who work tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the smooth execution of the program. Thank you. A special mention to all the faculty members who actively participated in the program. Thank you, faculty members from the St. Aloysius College and from various institutions. Thank you so much. As we conclude this faculty development program, let us carry forward the knowledge, insight, and inspiration we have gained.
Sorry for the interruption, madam. Last but not least, like that, women's education. I mean, gender disparity must not be there. Even in developed countries, there is a disparity. Articles are coming. So the G20 is also discussing about this gender disparity, or what is called androcentric bias. Male domination must not be there. Equal, I mean, whether it is education or job, 50-50 formula. Very good. Thank you. Very good. Continue, madam.
Once again, thank you to everyone involved in making this faculty development program a grand success. Let us continue to learn, grow, and inspire one another. Thank you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you all. Thank you, Principal Sir. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
ma'am.
Dr. Ravi. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Kind of.
Okay, fine. The feedback link is given in the chat box. All the participants kindly